So, it appears that the internet tubes have been fixed. That was the hope for today, and I think it's successful. So what we're going to do is I'm going to announce to everybody that the intertubes are now in effect, working. And we'll do that with Discord, different Discords. Guild Discords, find my stream. There we go. We're getting new crates soon. The new moon crates are coming. The new moon crates are coming. Where do you go? Twitchcraft. There we go. So yeah, I know that J-Heart was streaming earlier. He did EU. Hopefully you guys got a good EU fix. Lots of houses. I don't know if he did that or if he did his lore thing instead, but here we are. Alright, so thank you for the follow. Super appreciated. Really. Actually, you just reminded me I need to buy things. I had things that I would send people, but I don't anymore because it's fixed. It's definitely fixed. They had to rip out a cord in the yard. They reran it, but they didn't, they reran the cable, but they haven't started yet with digging the hole. So it's just it's like across the yard, but without any sort of, I don't know. I'm not making a lot of sense this morning. I apologize. I want to give people stuff, and so I am buying some fish. So yeah, it is most definitely fixed. It was a cable, which is a good thing to know. Why is my screen shaking? That's crazy. Anyway. There. Lots of fish. Now, somebody asked me, said I never showed off my houses. So I have, but I haven't done it in a while, but I think we'll go to Rando first, and then maybe I'll show you a couple of mine. I just don't know. I don't know. Come on. EHT, grow brain right now. I'm kind of like interested in other people's houses. So let's start with one of the basics, Grand Sijic. Gotta go to one of those a day for sure. Aw, what are you kidding? There's lagged frames. Are you serious? There better not be. Ooh, frames. You must hear me double. There better not be. Crap. Closing it. You may have heard me double there. Sorry about that. That was, I forgot to close Twitch before starting it. Generally not a good idea for sound purposes. Go away, map. Okay. Now I should get those fishies. Fishies, fishies, sending you the fishies. Sparrowhawk. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. I loved your house yesterday, Sparrowhawk. It was nice. Me using the powerful and descriptive words. Nice. Yes. I'm just gonna send these off and then we'll get started. Oh, that person's actually on NA. So the follow is the nicest thing you could do for me. I need to get my numbers up if I'm going to have a little more pull with the people who matter and help represent the community a little bit better. You know, they don't listen to me if I'm nobody. So they want evidence. Anyway, so here we are. Oh my goodness, look at that. There is a robot. And I think it's got rocket arms. I'm still going, right? I'm starting to have a panic that I'm not going. Let me close everything. I don't need any of this open. Why are you all open? Go away. Crowns. That's something. I would never give away crowns. I would be too much needing them. All right, look at those hands. That's something. That's quite a machine. When we get a few more people on, I'll be happy to do a raffle for monies. But crowns, I gotta admit, oh wow, that's a really cool yet simple way of doing a carousel. You know, and I'm kind of glad they didn't do the spikes through them, because I probably would have, but it would have been too, since they're moving, it would be kind of gross if you put a stick through them for the poles, you know, that you hold on to. So I'm kind of glad they didn't go that direction. Somebody likes their Daedric thrones. Ooh, I see. Oh, somebody has the new ship. Look at that beauty. Oh, she's pretty. Somebody likes it too. They have ash falling on it just to look even more epic. And I think it does look even more epic. How beautiful. You can sit here and fish. What a peaceful place. I really like it. This is one of the new effects. That's what we can do today, is I can show off some of the newer effects to you. Not J Hart, Jesus. Cardi and what's her name? Architectura have added. I actually don't know who specifically added these. It could have been either of them. Yeah, probably so. Added a bunch new effects, including multiple songs. So now you don't have to just go with Suspense or Hymn of the Stars. There's several other songs that you can do that will allow you to put music in your house that's different from the music of... What's going on under there? That's different of the other music. What's under there? What did you put under your sneaky? There's definitely something in there. I want to get in your sneaky. Ah, let me in. Ah, let me in. Huh. It's like a sheltered bay or something? I'm not sure. Oh, for swimming. You just get changed in there. Okay. Nobody said I was the brightest. Is that supposed to be an Argonian actually swimming with his thing out? Like his fin? I raise my spine. Is that what that is? A spine? I don't know. I I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm just making shit up, I think, at this point. So people and I have been talking about getting rid of stuff in storage. When you're at the point where you have tons and tons of stuff in storage, and what do you do with it? And I think people have different philosophies about it. Well, they do have different philosophies about it. Hold on a moment. Oh, sorry. My husband's friend just showed up. My husband's friend just showed up. Trying to get my husband's attention. Because I wanted to tell him, I just saw him put his mask on. And I wanted to tell him, you are a good potato. Thank you. Trying to gesture to him. Because I'm very susceptible to all sorts of horrible things. And I would get it. So it's really wise to protect me from things. I missed you guys so much this morning. Isn't that crazy? But back to the furniture thing. Yeah, my internet wasn't even working this morning. Like, it took me for... The sea monster! Look how cute! Sorry. I'll get back to the subject, I promise I will. So these are those arch things from Alinor, and this is just a summer, I think this is the sunlight patch of ivy. That's one of those lights from it now. Six, are you not following me? For some reason, it doesn't have a thing next to your name. And I'm like, but I know you followed me. I don't know what the thing means. I've got to figure out what these terms mean, because I could have sworn you did. So maybe my understanding of what these things say is wrong. I don't know. And then they've got the skull and everything. This is great. Ooh, almost forgot. Tonight, second round of cool glowy plants. So this is a perfect conversation. 9,000 trees? Holy crap, Six. All right. So I was complaining that I had a full storage of 700 conservatory items. And because it was filling up my entire Telgalen, so I started selling things off. And I was made fun of for that. Oh, hey, that's a clever way to do it if you want people to get... Hey, you still locked me out. Derpatron, you're so mean. Let me in. Boo. Babex, invite me back and open your door. Oh, it's not the subscription that I care about. Honestly, like, I don't want you guys to subscribe. I'm honestly would rather you keep your money. The only reason why I even bring it up is because I need to understand what these numbers mean. And let's go to Dr. Mafo's Doctor's Lab. Oh, Lunar Champion. And so I started gathering up anything that wasn't bound. And I mailed it to my other character, and I've been selling it off at, like, super cheap. Except for the Lux items. So anything not bound that wasn't a Lux item, I sold off. Even expensive things like big old Daedric rocks or whatever, I just sold them all off. Because I'm figuring, you know what, I'll buy them again if I need them. Otherwise, I don't like them sitting there doing nothing. And it's weird because we were talking to Charlotte, and she's like, oh my god, I can never organize it. It's like, I have so much, and I fill it up, and I get another house. And I'm like, yep, I can't. Some people do better in the jumble of everything, and other people do better without it. Some people need to be more like organized, other people don't, you know? It's completely up to the person. I still need this for my kitty build. Gonna be doing a build for my cat who passed, and I want this angel. I'll get it eventually. Gary, that's crazy for someone like you who builds like you do. Jeez. You guys. You may want to put a light in this, Maphos. It's really hard to see what's in it because of the... This is not your fault. This is just the way this thing is built. So if you put a candle inside or something like that, it will help show what's in there. Man, no, I have everything. I'm so jealous of this person. Oh, that's lovely. A little banking window made with A-lead grates. Not effects. No, I have too many things that are bound that I need, so. No, I'm not gonna do that. But you're better than me for that. Where the heck did my food go? I need my fishies. Longfin. Thank you, Azabi. So it's a crafting house with additional architecture added. Including an open door. One of those Nordic doors. Look at the way they did the entrances, okay? Let's take... See, this looks better with the light in it. You did perfect on this one. It's just these little ones you can't see as well. Alright, so look at what they did with the doors. Over here they have this one with the gold meridial, or I think it is the replica orb. And then they have this one with a red light behind it. And then this one has the blue meridian orb. Isn't that kind of neat? I like the color coding. What is with everybody? Nobody letting me in today. You smell. Gotta let me in. There are 13 effects in here. I can tell you right now, 2 of them are here. I was wrong. Just one. We got some fog up. It happens. I'm occasionally wrong. Got some Daedric rock, more fog. Those must be hectahames then. You're spooky. But I was so proud of myself now. I've gotten rid of so much stuff. And what's good about that is I was running out of... not only was I running out of space, but I was running out of shit to sell. Oh, they put that thingy up there. That new statue. That is the coolest lighting setting on that vamp guy. Is that red and purple one. That looks really good. Now, I know a lot of people are complaining about MM these days being broken. I'll just catch you up. MM isn't broken. It's, unfortunately not that. It's... Why does the other one work? But it's actually on Zosa's end. They've... Not only have they throttled it, but they've made it in such a way that... they've throttled the download, but they've also kind of been dishonest about it. And Filgo has determined that they said that they were going to give us, in the first half an hour, we were supposed to get 100 lines of download information. These are those new plants. After the first half an hour, every minute was supposed to be another 100 lines of information. So, like, for example, for one of your guilds, it would be like go into history and then bank, or sales rather, and here you see this. This is what they're talking about. 100 lines total between all of your guilds too, not just one guild, would be downloaded when you first log in. Then over a half an hour later, it's supposed to be chugging out. Every minute you get another 100 lines. Well, the problem with that is that's not what it's doing. Early in the morning when not a lot of people are on, Filgo noticed that he was getting a decent amount of downloadable information, which makes sense. You know, if there's less people on the server, they tweak it, fine. They let you get more data. But later, he was getting 10 lines like every couple minutes. So you're getting even less data when later on in the day they told you were supposed to be getting 100 lines a minute. You're not getting close to that. So that is what you're seeing going on with why it seems that is never catching up. It's actually not it's ZOS. There is a way for you to keep track of it. Everybody knows the secret about how to go back through your guild history. Holy crap. That's a surprise. Well done. I love the snow effect. Beautiful. Here, let me show you my chats. Let me show you them. I'll move my face here. That's what we'll do. Okay, you see my face. See my chats down here? People talking about Solitude? Alright, so this is what you do. When you want to see what is up to, and you don't feel like it's getting caught up, go into Settings, you go into Add-ons, Master Merchant, and if you scroll down, you'll see this, verbose messages. You want setting 4. Right now you're at setting 1, which means that you're not really getting anything. Chat 4 will show you where it's at with the download. So you'll see this. Here you see it's retrieving records. That's how many records it got in the last couple of minutes. So it'll update every so often with receiving information from X, and then a lot of times when you first come in, it'll say, actually I don't know if he still does that, but it would say, you know, 40% done, or whatever percentage it was. So that's how that was working. It lets you know that it's still chugging, it's just behind, because a lot of people were coming on saying isn't working. It is working, it's just slow, because that's unfortunately what they've done to you. This is unbelievable. Sorry, Dr. Mahfouz, for not fully paying attention to it at the moment, which is why I'm going to stop and start paying more attention to it right now. But that's what you want to do. And if you want to fix it, you know the cheat, not really a cheat. They know you do it and they're okay with it. They just didn't want it automated. So you can always do the guild history thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ask me and I'll tell you. But otherwise, just use that. This is crazy to turn this into a winter house. I never thought you could do this. This is insane. What a precious little house. Myers, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yay. Everybody, go follow Myers. She does both housing and other things. She's a sweetheart. She's part of our community. Oh, the one they call Myers. She's awesome. She really is. I mean that genuinely. So if you want to support the community, give her a follow. Give me a follow too while you're at it. And thanks for dropping them off. I'll take good care of them. I hope you had a good stream. Thank you so much, C-Star. That's a cute name, by the way. Look at this. They turned Hall of the Lunar Champion into a winter wonderland. Thank you, AGB. More gaming. Thank you all. Check this out. Isn't this unbelievable? They even have snow. Isn't that amazing? It's supposed to be like a paradise in the middle of the desert, and it's this. It's just crazy what a complete transformation this is. Thank you, everyone. Burns Wheels, Nameless. Oh, get some rest, Myers. I completely get it. I do the same thing. I'm like, here, take him. I'm going to sleep. That's really funny. Anyway, so let's move on to something else. Let's see. Open houses, yes. And where is, let's see if we've got any others. Wait, let's do a bastion if there is one. A bastion. Here's one, Nomax 67. Let's go do their bastion. Been seeing some good bastions lately. Surprisingly so. Because this early on I would have expected a whole bunch of ones with nothing in them. But we're getting some really crazy ones, like an entire Ayleid castle built out there. We saw yesterday we got New Orleans. Somebody reproduced New Orleans entirely. Oh, they didn't build out yet. This only has 240 items, so we're going to have to move on to a different one, I think. But we'll just take a peek inside first. But I do think they only just built into the... Yeah, they just put things down. So, sadness. I don't like it when people don't fix up their bastions. You make me very sad, people. Apparently I did miss a part of the bastion the other day, so we may have another one to go to. Alright, let's do Proudspire, Magic Wand. Yeah, we were just talking about MM, and I was saying how it's not actually broken. It's on Zasa's side, they're throttling everything. They're throttling the data. So if you want to fix it, you can do the cheat, which isn't a cheat, they know you're doing it. Guild history, going back in guild history and showing that. And doing MM missing at the same time. But you also should turn on verbose 4, which is a setting. Oh, it is! That's the one I think I went to. Let me make sure that was who sent me the mail. Yeah, Aaron's here. Here we go. I'll go back to it, but I'll show you. It said, just saw the video of you touring my Ayleid Stronghold house the other day and really appreciated the feedback you have. J Heart's featuring it in his Housing Heart tomorrow, so tonight, maybe we won't go tonight. And your tips for fixing the floor, had no idea one side was smooth, and the table glitch really helped. As a thanks, I set up a little tribute for you in the dining room you helped to patch up. Thanks again. Was that the... Yes, I actually did tour that. I went to, I want to say I did. I want to make sure that I actually am not lying to you, though, so let me the Dragon Maiden. I keep an index of every house that I've actually seen and put it up. How is that possible? Maybe I didn't. Is that on PCU or PCNA? That name sounds so familiar. Let's go to housing, and then we'll do a search. Dragon Maiden. Why does that name sound so familiar? Maybe I went to some other Dragon Maiden. Wow. So we're in a Proudspire. This is Magic Wand's Proudspire, and this is pretty full looking, but it's only at 460. Ah, okay. Then I did. Because I went to every one of the HFBs last month, and this, I don't know why I didn't get it right. Could have sworn I went to it. Anyway, I went to all of them in last month. The only thing I would change is if you could add a little bit of lighting right here. It's okay if you want it to be candlelight and just show off the cake, but if otherwise, I would say, you know, hide a light in the wall. If you hide one of those tube lights, those clockwork tube lights, no one will be able to see it. And if you hide it in the wall, it'll just increase the brightness of the area, but still you have your ambience of your candles and whatnot. It won't be overpowering. But we've got a gorgeous kitchen. That's a cute idea with the pots and pans. Pots and pans. Ooh. Ooh. I do believe the party went on a little too long. And people are now dead. That's really unfortunate. You should have gone home, folks. You should have gone home. gaming. Yeah, I will be watching or trying to watch Jay Hart tonight. That is usually my ritual, is do his housing hike. I don't think he's currently streaming. Owie. I hope not, anyway. No, he's not going yet. I try not to interfere with his stream because we have a lot of the same viewers. So we've got, what the hell? There's a story here. There's got to be a story here. Why did everybody die? He's streaming at 7. Thank you, Ari. Much appreciated. So we got some time. I love Jay Hart. He's a good friend, and I make fun of him like pretty much incessantly, which is how you can tell he's a good friend. Somebody was poisoning people? This is horrible. Hey, that's clever. That's a really smart idea. I might steal that, using that upside down for shelves instead of right side up for books. I guess you could put books on it this way too. That's really smart. And then we got nice shelving. Magic Wand has a good sense of walls, putting stuff on the walls. Unfortunately, sometimes we forget to put things on the walls in houses. After this, I'll show you the new effects. Huh, really well done. And we'll talk about other things. That is really good. I don't often see people putting anything like on the mantle of it. I really like this. This is really good. Oh, something is very wrong up here. As you can see, something went bad. And at the center of it all is a big old scary thing that some people really don't like looking at because they have some real issues with it. Sorry guys, I know some of you are triggered by that stuff, so I apologize if it upset you. But it is them. It is spiders at the heart of it all, poisoning everybody and killing them horribly. Sounds like fun. All right. Let me show you the new stuff, or at least some of it. Trying to get my husband to put his mask back on. You know he's 6 feet apart. I don't care. He's like, I'm 6 feet apart. Like, I don't care. Put on your freaking mask. I don't want to get diseased. Anyway, so this is one of my houses. People were asking me about my houses. This is my Ald Velothi. And in it, we have... This was initially a Valentine's Day house. This was a very early house of mine, so judge it for what it was to me at that time, which is one of my first houses. So you've got little effects here and there like that. And then these flowers are grandmother hibiscus buried into the ground because at that time there were no petals available to us. So I closed off part of the house. And then just recently I added a fish tank here so that I could show people, you know, how to do it. This is not my best fish tank ever because this space is weird, but I did make a fish tank here. And then we've got a little garden up here. And then we have a way upstairs to a little spot, a little romantic spot. with cakes and stuff, and a beautiful tree, and a big old statue, and things like that. So there's a lot up here, but this will be a good place to show you some of the new effects. For one, we have animations, new animations. So we've got energy streams. See that? That's new. These are not new. These are all. Although I think all of the energies are new. I think I had seen the others and not tried the others. These are all new. The electricity is new. See this crackling? It's very light. Here's another one. Isn't that spectacular? Those are fantastic. And then a field of electricity. This is amazing. I could totally use this. Gorgeous. Crawling. I think I have one just standing here. Yeah, I do. Let me get rid of those before it gets too confusing. So we'll do the crawling again. I don't see it. Must be on the floor somewhere. Continuous arc. Energy globe. Swirling. Crawling. Crackling. Wow. Those are really beautiful. These Magicka ones seem more to me like bubbles than anything else. Not really sure how they're different. I guess they're not really fairy dust, are they? They're more wiggly. Huh. I like that. Interesting. Chaotic comes from wherever it wants. Really neat stuff. All right. Now, there's more. So let's do the more. We've got where is it? Weather is new. We have I think it was the Cinder Rain. That was new. We've already got Cinder Storm. This is Cinder Rain. So these are ashes falling from the sky. Now you can dye these whatever color you want. Cinder Storm goes upwards, so you've got this going on. This is even more crazy. And if you want to change the colors, you can go brighter. Change them to blue for some reason. You know, just do what you want with them. That's really cool. Sky overlays are new. We have solar winds. See what it's doing to the sky? Aren't those beautiful? I don't even know what they are, but they're beautiful. And you can change the color too. Look at that with pink. Wow, that's really beautiful. And then we've got Solar Winds Night, which does darkness with it. That is beautiful, isn't it? I prefer the day, obviously. Then Sound of Music is the big change, all right? So we've had this Sphere of Silence for a while. We've also had Suspense and Hymn of the Stars, but he has added battle music, melancholy music, and peaceful music that you can put in your entire area, and it will play that music. Now my sound is off, so you probably can't hear it. I don't know if you can or you can't, but if you have sound on and you have EHT installed, you should be able to hear 3 more songs than you used to be able to. So you've got, you've got the battle, you've got peaceful, and you've got melancholy. You still have the original Suspense and the original Hymn of the Stars. So if you wanted to use those instead, those are really nice. I do enjoy them. I think that was all the sky overlays. I think. there was new lighting. Gosh, this is driving me nuts because, like, I looked at it the other day and I was like, oh, I'm going to show everybody. And then I forgot what it was that I was going to show you. Not the brightest bulb in the box. This is the ice, by the way, so just ignore that. Home customization. Heraldry, geometry shapes, decorative. I think that's all I was going to show you. Alright, so that's what you got to work with now. There's plenty of others that already exist. Oh, Vignette. I didn't know what Vignette did. I'm still not sure. Oh! Oh, that's cool. It's like an old-fashioned film. Oh my goodness. That is really neat. Cool. Nifty. I'm easily amused, I guess. But I thought that was cool. So if you have any questions about any of this stuff, I am happy to show you. But so far, that's what the current effects, new effects are. And best that I can tell. Alright. Let's start from the bottoms to the top. Very Sneaky's Topol. Very sneaky. So yeah, definitely fun things to do. For those of you who aren't familiar with it, it is called Essential Housing Tools, and it's available for PC. You can get it off of Minion. And it's also the thing I'm using to go between houses. And it has a whole section where you can show what houses are open for other people to come visit. Oh goodness, right? It is neat. I've done that with, you know, with the wall. The Rathana Day Annoying. That one is really irritating. And if you put with the sound of Sphere of Silence around it, you don't have to hear it. There's also a subtle sound in the front room of the Hall of Lunar Champion coming from that big old light thing. And having that blocked out is quite nice too. So we are on a tropical island made by Very Sneaky. And the problem with this said tropical island is that I never know where to start. It's nothing wrong with the house, as you've built it specifically. It's just that I never know where to start. So it appears to me that this is more of a functional area. Cooking fires, you know, banker, merchant. There was a dye area over in the back. Little spots to lay down. You know how eaten alive you would be by mosquitoes? Oof. I guess they don't really have mosquitoes. They have Hajimoto, which you could see. But they don't really have... And here's the thief. They don't really have skeeters. Oh, here! It's a little gym. They hand-cobbled weights and a weight holder. That's hilarious. What else do they have? I think those are supposed to be steroids. And here's some eggs. You eat your protein while you train. Okay, Rocky. For those of you who get that reference. There is stuff back here, interestingly enough. There isn't usually. Right? Uh-oh. I think we have parkour. And Stabby don't parkour. No parkouring over here. So we'll go out in front and look. Did I not sign in? No, I did. Alright. got some coral, which looks right here. Sea monster. Defense up. I'm thinking about making a bridge out of some of those. Alright, let's go up the main path now. I think someone's showing off their antiquities, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I never know what to focus on when I first come to a Topal. I mean, Topal's not as bad as, say, you know, Colossal in terms of wherever the hell do you go, but it's because it's got a main path, but if you don't want to miss anything, you kind of have to go off of the main path, too. I think there are Psijic balls buried down there. And it's a little dim in here. Maybe move that in there for the lighting purposes? I don't know. This might be a guild hall as well as a just one person's house, you know? Small guilds don't really need all the tables. Or at least don't seem to have as much of a call for one with all the tables. And you got your vampire juice. Man, I was really annoyed that I couldn't stream this morning. It's like my natural thing to do now is get up and, you know, get ready and do my thing and then stream. War room with an antiquity. And then what have we here? It's a small library. Okay. And I see Molag Bal hanging out underneath there. And let's just check one last thing and make sure that I don't miss whatever the heck was over here. Mwah. This was originally going to be the site of my dream house, but I have since changed that idea, and that's going to be the antiquarian now, because the antiquarian house is my fantasy house. It's the Brad Pitt of houses. Alright, Thorol GMs, Sifted Sands, Hundings. Funny stuff. If you note that later on, J-Heart does some of the same houses, hopefully you'll see that, it totally threw my rhythm off. Hopefully you'll see that we do things a little differently. Like, he notices things I don't, and vice versa. Plus, he's got a different style. Generally, I'm really more willing to tell people, okay, you need more light here, or this or that. I don't think that that's very good. I think it upsets some people. But I do feel like I'm doing them a little bit of a service by telling them. I don't know what that is down there. Maybe it's just a bit of coral. So they've created this fountain out of the moon's blast. It's like a little vignette, I guess is a good word for it. Small little thing. Got the banker, all our tables. I thought Thorold's main guild house was in Hall of the Lunar Champion. Maybe he moved it over here. I don't know. Lots of places for worship. I'm not certain, but I think it's also maybe an RPing guild. Because I see a lot of things that could be part of a story, you know? Or maybe it's just not... Oh, wow! That's something. Glad I went out on this ledge. Anybody for some Sithis Arena? That is something. I don't know what, but that's something. Unexpected. Oh, we have our Dargon. Did you put anything in the dead cat, please? Did you put anything in the dead cat? Thorald, you know better. Put something in your dead cat for me. You watch me. You should know how I feel about dead cats, including my own, which is horrible. There's nothing in him, though. It's morbid, but I mean, I made the joke even before my cat died, so it's like, now I can't not make the joke. Alright, we got the vampy thing here. Stairs up to the ceiling. We've got lights up there, spooky lights. Anything over by the beach? We've got a fishing area over there and a tent and some other stuff. I'll get a look at that. Ah, thank you. This is appreciated. If you ever do a video, just tell me about it and I'll show it. I have no problem showing console videos because there's no other way for me to show your houses. But I just want the housing community to get a little bit more positive attention. I think we were getting some, and then things may have gone haywire with the contest. So I'm trying to keep everybody happy. Look at this little boat! Oh, gosh, that's such a genius job. So what that is they've got the witches that post, and that's just a tarp, but that's the upside down part of the floating bed. You know, the levitating bed? By putting it upside down, it looks like a boat bobbing in the water. Isn't that genius? That is absolute genius. Oh my god, that is really cool. So I got a message from Calorax, who saw the video of me reacting to their entry for Housing's Finest Builders, which was, or was it DDA? One or the other, which was for Dungeons. It was DDA. And I went to it, and my eyes lit up and my face lit up and I had this huge grin, because what they did is they did a dungeon for Dungeons and Dragons. So they had a bunch of people standing around doing Dungeons and Dragons rather than doing a typical old-fashioned type dungeon, which is what everyone else kind of thought. And I thought it was such genius and so much fun. But the thing is I have my potato face on. You know, when I use my potato because I don't like how I look, I have my potato face on. So he's like, to see what he said was, he or she said was, I'm happy you were thrilled with it, and watching your eyes mouth on a tater when you realized what it was priceless. I'm so glad. I'm glad, because, you know, housing does make me happy. So that kind of cracks me up. So I was glad for the comment. Made me happy. I don't do my potato face often, so let's see. Let's do the Varlothi Reverie. Somebody, on some of the traders, there's 2 traders today, which have each, I think it's Valken who's selling them, 2 black, what are they called? Black coals from the Night Elf houses. She or he is selling 2 of them for 150k. So, on 2 different traders. So if you wanted to, you could probably snap up some coals right now It's a little expensive, but understanding. So we've got gaming in the front, a little bit of nocturnal. Huh, that's like a pantry. How clever is that? It's like a root cellar. Just the entrance to it. Oh, that's really cute. Oh, is that an effect? That's an effect. Nicely done. Nightcrawler. I like that. Very good window technique. I would add another light here, though. It's kind of hard to see. Also, this is a great use of this room. I'm not sure I've seen this room done this well before. And we got a portal. Oh, look, it's a computer with a mouse. Oh, that's precious. So the mouse isn't me. They used a potato. They've got the mouse pad is an Argonian tray. And it's a flat screen. Oh, that's great. Oh, and these are windows from EHT. Oh, that's funny. I love it. Spooky corner. So you want to hear something really creepy from the lore? See this sweet mother? I don't know if those of you know this, but see those 5 kids at her feet? Sweet mother ended up becoming Sithis' wife by slitting the throats of her 5 children. That's how she ended up marrying him. So this statue is a little screwed up. Really twisted, if you ask me. Which you didn't. A little bit dark back here. I would add a little bit of lighting, but otherwise it's really interesting little section here. Again, if you hid your tubes, clockwork tubes underneath, you could get really great lighting. Just stick them underneath the floor, and you can still use your lanterns, but it'll lighten everything up a little bit. So yes, it is a hard house to light because it's a dark elf houses are dreary, and they're kind of meant to be dreary, and so that's the problem. You know, that's just the style. We got a toilet here, folks. Folks, we have a toilet and a sink. So. And a fish tank! Oh, Nightcrawler, I see you put fishies in there. What a great job. They've got the EHT fishies in it. And they use the blue wiggles. And that coral is from EHT as well. See? That looks really good. And the lighting is perfect in this room for that. Really makes it stand out. That looks great. And what have we here? We've got books. Alright, so what you can do when you run out of items, if you want to put books in a bookshelf, there are effects that you can put in. And if you want them to look a little bit more realistic, you can turn down the brightness a slight bit, but that is a perfectly brilliant way of filling up your bookshelves without having to use items. So that's great. And then we've got the bedroom, which has a reskinned back wall, looks like. I wonder why. Am I missing a sneaky? No. That's very odd. I want to, like, peek behind the wall, but I can't. Alright, let's go out back. This is a cool house. Very well done. I may have a bias because of the EHT in it, but... Oh, these are targets from EHT. That looks really good. And that's also, you can... Oh, somebody put the new lighting in. New skies, rather. Made it green. Darkening it up. I think this is the storm one, but I'm not sure. I never can tell. little seats. And then we've got the stables, and the back door is boarded up, so nice. Nice house. Do I have it in me? I guess I do. Nick Radical's Thieves Oasis. Haldethin's Alley. I'm gonna have to do EU tomorrow. Where is J Hart? Alright. Contests. Before I forget, there are multiple contests going on. Let me give you the list. I will not read them all out because we all know most of them. I will read out one of them, but the rest I'll just paste in the chat. There you go. That's all of those. The one I'm going to read is by Sonia Plays, who is a streamer. And she's doing an August 2020 housing contest for a garden party. And that is due August 28th. And she's going to announce the winner of 250,000 gold on the 31st. And you need to direct message her or mail her in ESO. And her name is Sonia_Plays. And enter a garden party. And if you have a garden already, you could just add a party to it and submit that. So that would be fun. I think you should enter. It's her first contest ever, and you know, that's got to be scary. I want to do that eventually, but I'm scared. So she's braver than me. I give her credit for trying. Wow, that's neat. Never would have thought to do that. So they got a fossil on the wall with a candle in it. And these are paintings backwards, used as bulletin boards, which looks really good. And the knives are the pin pushers, or the push pins. Wow, really, I could speak, I promise. Okay, they've added an extra wall here with the carpets hiding it. Built something out maybe from above, I don't know. And this looks like it's supposed to be a storage room. I would add a light in here if you could. Maybe even just candles in that or something. It's hard to see. And the kitty. I like that around the corner of the bed. That looks good. And then we have a little sitting room here with library books. All right. This house is also difficult to figure out what order to go to things in. I always have trouble with it. It's almost like a bazaar, you know, like shops and stuff. That looks like he's gonna start doing a magic show with that box right there. I don't know. Are any of you entering contests right now, or are you not? I'm working on some. I have to work on the garden one. Is that a dartboard for axes? I think that's what that is. This is an axe dartboard. Target practice. Nice kitchen. Oh, cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what people come up with for that. I'm kind of without brain. Got a little sitting area. They like dividing it up quite a bit. Like with with dividers, literal dividers, but then they're also adding carpets and walls and all sorts of stuff to really divide it up differently, and I'm not sure what the goal of that is, other than to make the house seem more full, which is a perfectly good goal. That's what I usually tell people to do, but sometimes it's to delineate different uses of the home, like the house is supposed to be used for a bar or a library or a storage or whatever, you know what I mean? So I didn't know which they were using it for. So, all right, we did all this. So I think we can go and explore the downstairs. So, behind this, we have, what have we here? Oh, Psychic Balls. And I think those are the moon spires. And a pretty tree. And then the Breton statue. I forget which one this is. This makes it Weeper or Mourner or something. I forget. It doesn't have a face though, which is really freaking creepy. I guess it kind of does, like a really, really light, subtle face. Like a line where the mouth could be. But that's creepy. Cool. Daggerfall, Mudfly 70. I am going kind of quickly through these, I apologize. I don't know why. Alright. Maybe I've had too much coffee. It could be. Come on. This is one of the few houses I haven't bought yet. Every time I think I'm going to buy it, I decide not to because of the price tag, which is silly. I have the money. Oh, look, it's Atlas! Oh, how clever. That's well done. Atlas holding up the world. AKA all of us in 2020. But, and then I'm like, you know, until I have a really good idea. Wow. 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 Okay, let's check out the rest of upstairs first before we go down that madness way to go. Alright. This is incredible. So this is all really, what's the word? Functional. Wait, your candle's off. And I don't know why I'm weird about spending the money on it. Oh, they must have put the windmill over this. But I am. I'm a little weird about spending the money when I don't have a specific use for it. Yeah. They have the... How did they manage to have enough items to put things inside, too? This is crazy. Ooh, very bright lighting. Interesting. Don't eat that cheese, by the way. It'll make you sick. Re-roofed it, so there is an extra room upstairs if they went that route at all. We've got some antiquities. There's extra floors in here too. That's insane. So they've got this nice fireplace. They've kind of made a table out of the Spellshard with the thing on it. Oh, what's back here? Bedrooms. And a skull. Because that's where you keep your skulls. Why wouldn't you? Master bedroom. This is a study in how to stretch your item limit and not make it seem too bare. Now, of course, this will be too bare for some people. Some people will have wanted it to be, you know, they even made extra rooms, like full of clutter. And if it's not full of clutter, then they probably wouldn't be satisfied with it. But I think other people would look at this and say, oh, wow, that's full enough. So let's see what he did here, if any. Yeah. So we've got a cove of some sort through the secret door. Box of fishies. Oh, look at all these ways to go. So what is that in the center there? Oh, that's that beacon. God. Oh! Oops. I'm gonna get eaten. Dead guy with a bottle. Boats. Alright, so that's the dock. Then we've got dead cat. Boo! In case you're wondering, I'm only booing because it didn't have anything in it, not because it was bad. I love those blue trees. Okay, I'm confused by this whole mess. So that goes... Those are just different ways down? I may end up repeating certain areas because I'm trying not to miss anything, but there's so much going in different directions that I might end up missing something by accident. I love the little crab here. He's like dancing. Get to Bella. Little spot to sit. You know, I wonder if there's a story behind this. I kind of feel like there is. Like maybe there's an Argonian army of sorts. And that's a pool that person made out of negative space, which looks really good. Alright. So we'll try going this way. Up over to Bella. Over to Bella and through the woods. There's so many things. It's full of stuff and things. And danger. Danger plant. Oh my god, I was totally had. They got me. Oh, he's got a spear. Aww. Anybody who knows the lore knows exactly where I'm going with that. So wait a minute. Oh, because you can't get into it. I was like, how did I fall through the bottom of a greenhouse? But I didn't. I fell through right in front of it. This is crazy. I love it. I think that's it, though. Yeah. Well, good job. This was fun. You did a really good job. This is a fun little section. But you got foiled because I had the feather fall on. Let's do a moon sugar. Lushura's moon sugar. We're doing all the biggins. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what I want to do with the Daggerfall. I don't even know what I want to do with the houses I have. I'm sort of not feeling creative enough. Although I did build something on PTS. Sorry about that. I did too. Think on the inside. I keep reloading the site. Oh, thank you for the follow, Agnim. I keep reloading the site with the kitties on it to see if they have a Maine Coon rescue. A secret hideaway. This is crazy. This is moon sugar, guys. Look at that. Completely walled in. And sintered rock and stairways. Ooh, I like that. They made it look like it's being held up by sintered rock, so it's not just hovering, you know? Wow, there's all sorts of ruins. I have a feeling this will be a J Heart. Is that the treasure? Yeah. I have a feeling this will be a J Heart tour later, and I hope I'm not ruining them by going to them. I don't normally go at this hour. So I apologize if I have ruined anything for anyone. But I normally would be here in the morning. And unfortunately, this is somebody's treasures. That's sweet. What a cute little spot. But this morning my internet was shot. This nicely done kitchen. It's so neat. Definitely Dark Brotherhood stuff all over the place. I bet you this is a Dark Brotherhood hideout of sorts. Not just a regular hideout, but a Dark Brotherhood one. Aw, thank you, Were, I love you. Holy crap, yesterday, I gotta tell you this funny story. So you know I send Cresea pictures of cobbles, and she eventually, you know, puts them up. Oh, agreed. And we've been talking about that, at what we would ask them for, which is why I'm asking for the follows. The more follows I get, the more pull I will have to be able to request things for us. So they're not going to listen to me until I have at least 1,000 followers, and I have like 600 something, which is why I keep asking. I don't care about subscribers, I just care about follows. But so yesterday I sent her the other day I sent her a whole bunch of pictures, and some of them included your walls, you know, those curvy walls that you did in your Shire house. And I sent it to her, and she said, oh my god, that looks like something that could come right out of the Hobbit's house. And I hadn't even told her it was the Shire yet. And she just knew it by looking at just a wall. I'm like, you're freaky and crazy and amazing, and oh my god, you're dead on, because that's exactly what it is. She goes, well, she certainly hit it on the head then, didn't she? She knew just by looking. I was like, that's amazing. Just at a wall. It wasn't. I was like, wow, crazy. I would have thought if the entrance looked, you know, the entrance is super specific, but no, she knew it by looking at a regular wall. It's insane. You know, I mean, hey, get me some power to talk to people, and I will do what we ask for, because we're all really reasonable. I think that's all of it, because they had to use up a lot of slots on these rocks. But that was fun. I like those kinds of hidden ones. Kiroth. And chill. I would love to see more structural items like that. Glass. Things like that. Would be wonderful. You know, just straight up, clean, non-scratch glass. Would be fantastic, right? But I don't have the... Oh my gosh, did you see me freaking out about the round windows and the squares? Where I loaded that up and showed my husband so that he could see what you did there. And I said, do you understand how hard this was? She took a round circle. She took a circle and she put it in a square wall, and she like made it like so the edges don't show. How did she do that? I still don't know how you did that. It was amazing. And it was like, he's like, honey, this is one of those things that only housing people would get. I don't get this. You just don't know how hard that would be. Too funny. Anyway, so this is Kiroth's house, and this is amazing. It's totally different. It's got all of these beautiful trees, but check it out. Have you ever seen Hircine look so pretty? I've never seen Hircine look so pretty before. Hircine's usually a little bit bloody and violent and you know, whatever, but they've made Hircine pretty. That's very nice. Maybe we're gonna see another side of Hircine. A less bloodlusty Hircine and more of a like a softer side. More nurturing side of Hircine. Because after all of the werewolves are his children. So you would assume, oh, wow, there's a lot going on here. So they've kind of turned the what is that called? Windmill into a lighthouse by putting that really strong light out there. Do you know, I bought an extra one of those windmills because I thought, holy crap, look at this house. I thought I was going to use it, and oh my god, look at that. And I ended up not using it. And so I figured, oh, I'll just sell it off, right? You know, make my money back. It's lost 25K in value from the buying price. You can't sell it. The circle lamp has an angled edge. The front is larger than the back. How did you figure that out? You're right, it is, now that I think about it. But how did you figure that out? And it was it's so subtle. Most people would run by that and not even notice it, but it was such a subtle, amazing thing. I'm blown away. Blown away. It's genius. Dumb luck. That's what half of genius is, right? Dumb luck. But you recognized it. Oh, I like this. It makes it look like they're in the middle of fighting with that lighting job. I don't know. I got super excited about it. I was like flipping out. Give me your Volendrung. Give it to me now. Screw Vivek. Give it to me. Gibbs. Gibbs me. Yeah, I mean, it's perfect because you know, in a house like that, you would expect round. I mean, that's the kind of windows they had, were round ones. Now, if you just put it on the exterior, which I think somebody else did in their Hobbit home, made it look almost like eyes, and it was beautiful. But it was only on the exterior; you couldn't see through it. That's one thing. But you actually made it visible through it, which was the mind blower. Excuse me. I got so excited about that. Huh, they must have hidden that new antiquity underneath there. That's an interesting trick. That's the something 01. Huh. What does Azura have? Oh, thank you for the continue. Much appreciated. Seriously, much appreciated. I'm trying to get us some love over here, but I know Jay Hart's working on it too, but he's working on his own projects. I think right now he's working on gathering ideas for what could replace shoulders as rewards. I think I'm more laser focused on housing all the time, so my interests vary slightly, because he does care about housing an awful lot. So I'm not picking on him. This is beautiful. What a great... People are really combining things in interesting ways lately. It's like a whole chapel. He is. Little Moo World. These are all creative combinations. Wow! Look at that. That's really cool. I like that. Makes me want to do it now. So that's that plinth. It's just plain. And then they put the story thingy in front of it, which I think is an achievement item. Then they've got the two Akavir soldiers, but just the kneeling ones. Two Velothi lights, one turned blue, one turned red, and then the elven warrior, I guess, is the statue. Combined. They really worked at combining things well. And then here's the pointy Akaviri ones. I think it's Akavir. Yakuden? Can't remember. It's either Akavir or Yakuden. I think it's Akaviri. I don't know. This is beautiful. So you see that the bottom of this statue, I want to say it was took the bottom of this statue and made it into a fireplace. Most ingenious use of that statue I've seen. Thompson, hello! I'm on late for me because this morning they came and they fixed my internet, guys! They fixed it! So no more problems like we've been having the last couple of days. It's all fixed. It was a wire outside that needed to be replaced. That goes across our whole yard. So right now we have a wire going across. Yeah, agreed. I'm not a big fan of the statue either. It's so we have a cord wire going across the back of our yard right now, just sitting out there until they can bury it. But it's there's so much to see in this house. And I know, I'm pleased. I'm very pleased that my interwebs are now working. This is insane. Good insane, but insane. There is so much in this. Like, I don't even know what to call this room. I like that, though. That's a neat trick. Wild. So that was you were. Okay, I thought so. I'm usually pretty good at remembering who did what. So they've got a place to make booze, a stables, and an observatory, which I don't know if you can get to. There's things in there, though. I would think you could get to that. Unless I'm wrong. How do you get there? Is there a way? No, I don't think you can get up there. No. I'm gonna go with no, there is no way to get up there. So I've been thinking about getting that Azura Moon and Star set. But if you look at it, real quick, just so you know how to do it, go, oh yeah, I'll give that a shot. If you go to bundle details, it'll let you look at the actual items themselves, so you don't have to guess what's in the package or look it up somewhere else. This is worthwhile. These two are worthwhile. But the whole rest of the set is, for me. No. Okay, fine. No, you missed a lot. Sorry, Bomb. I mean, isn't that kind of a shitty set? Does Azura really deserve such a shitty set? I think Azura deserves better. And I'm not a fan of that. That's clever. Oh, pretty. Two very bright colors. But I'm gonna go till J Heart starts, and then I'll drop you off at J Heart's. But I'll try to be streaming more often. I'm trying to get my numbers up so that I can talk to Zos and have them listen to me a little bit and say, hey, listen to housing people. We are important to ourselves. That's beautiful. Using Hectahame buried under there. So many neat things in this. Woo! I'll try. Why would you have the skull in your hand? Is he like mocking them? He would. Alright, that's how you save space. You close this off. Alright. We've got a nice little spot up here to enjoy. Let's look out over everything. And maybe from the build. Alright, let's go try to get up. See if there's a ways up. From the ledge. I think you meant this ledge. That's the problem where it's like I feel like I'm wasting my money by getting it when the rest of the package sucks. I don't know. No, I don't think so. Boo. Doesn't look like there's any way. Hey, you didn't save me this time, jerks. Alright, jerk feet. I do think I forgot one thing up there, though. So, bear with me for a moment. I'll go as fast as I can. Oops. I keep expecting that to be open. Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of EU tomorrow because I've been so NAE lately. Alright, so this is what, the master bedroom? They broke it up so that I had a... Actually, this is a really good idea to have the master bedroom be like this. Because this open room is so weird. To me, it's like... It kind of makes the upstairs almost useless. This is really actually kind of decent. Yeah! See, they messed up on that set. I really think they did. Let me show you what I mean by that. And we'll just look at the one room. We're not gonna do the whole house, but... you'll see my point when... I'll do it tomorrow, but happily, yeah. Now let me write down Bompson 83's Bastion EU. Alright, you're on the list for tomorrow to take a look. Anybody else? And you can always ask in my Discord as well. Add your name to the Stabby Please view at my house list. And here is the link for those of you who are not part of my Discord. And mostly it's just a repository for stuff like contest dates and links to stuff like that. Useful stuff. So if you go inside, I'll show you the actually, I'll show you the fish tank too, because we were talking about fish tanks. Oh, that's fine. This is another fish tank. This is one that I did with Just Effects. So, well, really, mostly Just Effects. That's just... So, this is something you could do also. This is this. Right, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why weren't there more flowers? I don't get it. Anyway, I'm just complaining. So this is the big room I'm talking about. It's really hard to figure out how to include a bed, a bath, and everything else in just this wide open space that doesn't really suit it. Because you're not going to put a bed or a bath over in this section, because this has the walkway up and wouldn't give you much privacy. So you really only have to work with these 4 corners. Actually 3 corners, because that's got the stairway up. And it's just an odd... So what I did is I had a bed here before I had this turned into an imperial statue home. I had a bed here. And yeah, it's essentially what I had to do, was turn it into an imperial museum of sorts. Why is that up there? That looks like crap. This was an early house of mine. And then that was like in the middle of everything, and it just felt weird. And so I made this into a prayer room. And then that's what I mean about that weird room. It's just odd. But whatever. Hob. We've not done a Telgallon. Let's get all the big ones done before Jayheart gets on, shall we? I need to redo my Telgallon with something that goes up to the top, but isn't ugly. Because for Jayheart's 100 item contest, I made 100 towers, and I used them to go up to the top, the towers and wells and walls to get up to the top, but it looked like ass. So I need to somehow figure out a way to do that without it. Something just occurred to me. Wait, did I go to my own? No, this is Kawi Crocodiles. What's funny is all of these trees of mine are in the front because it's my storage, and I'm like, wait, did I go to my own house? So they did something similar, but accidentally I did it. I love this house. The view in this house is spectacular. The rest of it I could give or take. The interior I don't ever use. And here we go. Here's probably how they intended us to set it up, right? The moon shard, the candles, the book. I guess it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't, you know, it needs flowers. And I don't understand why we didn't get flowers with it. She's the goddess of roses, or the Daedric Prince of Roses. Why wouldn't you have roses? Like, I don't get it. What is this? This is kind of wild. specifically, I think, red roses, come to think of it. It's very specific what she is. And I feel like that they really messed up on that one. I'm just going to complain about it for the next hour or two. How's that? Oh, that's different. Yes, we do. This is a graveyard over the water. But there was also the Daedric God of Roses, I think. Daedric God of Roses. Well, Sanguine obviously has his own. Yeah, Mother of the Rose, Queen of the Dark Night Sky, the Dawn and Dusk. And I think one of her symbols is the rose, because I think there's a quest in one of the games where you, hey MDM, where either in Skyrim or in this game, where you're supposed to get, like, clear out her rose garden or something like that. There's something where I remember that you have to make her rose garden non-defiled anymore. Yes, Jemima, hi. This morning, they came, they fixed my internet. I have been fixed. I shouldn't have any trouble streaming anymore. Yeah, that would be cool, Tornado Storm. They did. They do. She is Mother of the Rose. So I agree. I think we should tell them to add roses to that set. Or put a different setup using most of that. Yeah, so we shouldn't have that crap we've been having the last couple of days. For sure. That'll be nice. So, everyone's asking me when the structural items are going to drop. I was told, and I don't know how right I am on this, but, and I was not told by anybody at ZOS, so don't, you know, go by that. But, I was told that it was, oh, wow. Cowie, this is neat. That it's going to be August 25th, along with the drop of a whole lot of other things. So, if we can hold our horses until then. Ooh, this is spooky. Look at the two bat things. Ooh, Cowie, this is crazy in a good way. Let's start with the first door, shall we? I feel like this is Meridia, like when you have to go through Meridia's thing. Bomb? I probably could have helped you get a save out of it, you crazy person, you. But wow, you know, I went back there and took more pictures. It was meaningful to me because it reminded me of my boy, my baby boy. He's not home yet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, it's happened to me too. It's happened to everybody. You have to learn it. Ew. Oh, guys. Doctor, I have something in my eye. My eye's just like stabbing pain. Why do you guys put up with me? I'm sick. Sorry about that. I think I just turned this thing on. Well, the knives in the eyes were something special right there. Wowzers. This is like a horror movie. What is going on in here? Kawi usually does really cute stuff. Or Kawaii, I don't know how he says his name. But I know them. I've toured many of their houses before, and they've even been in the stream. And I don't recall any of their builds being scary before this, but this could be a Halloween build, honestly, with how spooky it is. There's so much going on, too, with these metallic spiders and everything, and the evil plants. Ugh. No, nothing good. But what's going on here? Sweet. Although for a scary house, this is actually a brilliant use of the interior because I mean, it's a good idea to use the interior of Telgallon for a scary house because the interior is gross. Let's be honest. Look at that. That's disgusting. It's not a pretty one. You know, it's not a pretty interior. So if you want to go scary, it basically looks like a tumor. It's a perfect build for you. Whoa, this is crazy. That's a lot of stuff. Look at all the torture devices. And treasure. Hey, you left the key! You have all this treasure and you leave the key in the door? I'm not sure that's a good idea. Dragon Age 1, I've played that. When we first meet Cullen? Is that it? The one you're talking about? Where everything was just batshit? Yeah. Well, you know what I did? I'll show you what I did because I can now. You know how I hate all the scary stuff? And you get so much of it that's bound. So what I did is I moved it all to one house. And I loved Cullen. I loved Cullen's voice actor, but he's a Looney Tune as much as I love him. So I moved, yeah, I moved all of the scary crap that I have to one house as storage. So now all of my scary crap is in a scary house, and all I had to do was throw it together. I didn't even have to do any design. I just stuck it all in here. I figure, hey, it's a scary house now. You know, just stick everything all scary in one place, and there you go. So here's my scary house. I'll enter it into a Halloween costume. A Halloween, what's it called? Competition. Just shove it, say, hey, yeah, this is my house, you know. Honestly, all I'd have to really do is move the scary stuff around, and then that would be enough. You know, put them in some sort of sensible order, and I could have just stuck it all here. I don't know why I bought all this stuff. But this way I don't have to see it. If you don't like this stuff, which I don't, I mean, I might use this at some point because it could have a cool effect or something. But these things are bound. Like, you know, what am I going to do with this shit? That's bound. You know, everything's bound. So what am I going to do? So I just, the corpses aren't. The corpses are just corpses that J Heart sent me, and I was like, should I get rid of them? Nah, I'll just stick them in the scary house. So, but everything else is pretty much bound. So, it's just stick it in a house, and you've got a scary house. That's pretty much it. That's my theory. I highly recommend. Kaiser Nick, Imperius Empire. This date. That's true. I could do that. I can't delete those things. Don't you think I would feel guilty? I will. I will. He loves those corpses. I found them too creepy. I don't know. I can't look at that stuff too much. But I don't want to delete it either, because who knows? Maybe I'll need it for something. Just stick it in a house. Make it a scary house. So this is Kaiser Nick, Imperius Estate. They've reskinned the floor. They've added walls. And we've got spooky stuff. Oh, they even set up a full guillotine. Look at that, with the stand and everything. Better use of scary stuff than I did, that's for sure. Just shoving it all in one spot. But you know, honestly, that's what a lot of people's scary houses feel like. It just feels like they took all the scary shit they had, stuck it in one house, and they're like, look, a Halloween house. Oh, that's true. Those are adorable! How can you mix such an adorable thing in the midst of everything so horrible? Look at those adorable little Target dummies. They're precious. Oh, me too. Those are my favorite. Towns are my favorite. Everyone's heard me say that a million times. So they've built an entire building here that was not here, because this is Cold Harbor, so obviously nothing was here. That's some pretty architecture too. I really like the window trick they did there. That is a good trick. With the two tops of the fences makes like a barred window. This looks really good. Oh wow. What have we here? I wonder if this was their entry to the contest. Look at that throne. Genius. Beauty. Oh my god. What a great use of that throne and the doggy. I might steal that idea. That is a really good idea. And we've got a bar, I think. No, a kitchen. This is great. I like this. Why'd you put a skull on the Breton throne? Make it more spooky, I guess. Oh, sorry. Been doing my own. And the background of those Nordic standing stones, too. They really went all out on this one. Speak of the devil. And the table will appear. Exactly the table that we were just talking about. I wonder what portion they used for their picture. If this... Oh, they must have used this. This looks like a screenshotty area of doom. Ooh, right into a bowl. Gross. Oh, that's a nice touch. So those bats are all black, but they added a white one, their own, over in the corner, so it looks like it's the one white bat. Oh, they added others. So they've got that orange bat. It's nice. They like set it off with real bats. I think that's another pet bat. Look, the real bats look like shadows. Isn't that wild? Real bats. Now we've got death and destruction down there. Oh my gosh, more ways to go. What? Is this vampire housing for a kid? I don't know. That one isn't. So somebody has a stuffed animal. You know, at least you know that the vampires don't smell bad. They bathe. You know, there's that at least. Ooh, what are you doing? Creepy. Creepatorium. I think that's it, but wow. It's a good scary house. Speaking of scary houses. And I tried going against this. Okay, no. You never know. That's why I always test walls. It's like sometimes they're not really walls. Alright. Very spooky. This is actually scary. Not my idea of a fun vacation place. Then again, it's not like we're going anywhere anytime soon on vacation, so. Let's see. Strident. Nobody hates Stridents more than me. Ebony is Strident. Let me ask my husband real quick if he got me more coffee. Perchance, did you get me coffee? Hello.
I was actually literally just saying, I normally go out and get you coffee.
Yeah.
I was gonna chat with you.
I only have a quarter of a cup left.
I'm going to be getting you coffee. But I was also gonna ask you when dinner is.
I don't know. I'm still streaming, so give me a minute.
Yeah,
You can always come in too.
I think we're wrapping up.
All right. It's nice to see you, even if it's from 6 feet away and with a mask on.
And that was me Tuesday.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. I loved him very, 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 very. But, you know, he had a good life with us. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're looking for Maine Coons. Alright, let me close this. Sorry about that. He did not get me coffee. Also, a friend is outside talking to my husband. He's like 6 feet away with a mask on. And he said he was in my stream chat the other day giving me condolences for the loss of my cat. So that was, in fact, my friend who I thought it was. Wow. And yes, we are looking for Maine Coons again. Only Maine Coons. I know, this is all I have left. It's a sin. Thank you guys for tolerating me walking away for that long. I apologize. I just didn't want to be rude to him once I stuck my head out the window. I haven't seen him in person in months. You know? Probably all year at this rate. This is great though. I like the little Kijiji thing going on. And I'm not sure what that is, but I want to go up it. We are looking for Maine Coons, but rescues only. So the wait will probably be a while. Wow. How do you get up there? I missed that. I'm going to dive in. Whee! Sploosh! Oh, that's nice. Load screens are the best, aren't they? How do you get up there? Oh, that's how. Yeah, so if you know of Maine Coon rescues, send them my way. They may get adopted. We are willing to drive to go pick them up too, because you usually have to. We had to go to Illinois for Grant and Sherman. You go where the kitties need you, right? Wherever that might be. Ooh, I found the treasure. I do like how that looks with the flowers along the edge. Looks really pretty. But my husband's really insistent on the Maine Coon angle because he's like, you know, we have Van Gogh. Who isn't? He's a mutt. And it didn't quite work out as well as we would like it to. He's not as affectionate as in the way that Maine Coons are. Maine Coons are no, I don't want to drive to Alaska. I'm sorry, you're right about that. Maine Coons are more dog-like. They have a certain dog-like persona, and I do really well with their behavior, and we're very comfortable with their type of behavior. It's very breed specific to them. So it's like, all right, we have one guy who's a mutt, and we'll continue to occasionally get mutts too. But we would like to have another Maine Coon because they fill a role in our home of being social and loving, and we don't know where the Van Gogh is 3/4 of the time. He's not social. He's not a social animal at all. And as you know from me saying it, Maine Coons are. So this was neat. I like what you did to the place. I like what you did to the place. Matisse CD. So yeah, it's. I know it sounds snotty, but hey, we get rescues. We don't get them bred. So I figure as long as I get rescues, I'm still doing good, even if it's snotty, you know? We go through purebred cat rescue. But right now, all they have up are Torties, Siamese, Bobtails, and Persians. Oh, Word, thanks for the sub. You're a sweetheart. 596 items, no effects. This is CB. Whoa, transformation. What a great use of these trellises. So yeah, you know, I know that my boy is never coming back that way, but it's something about, I just miss having a social animal, you know? When I get off the stream, what I used to do is I used to go in the den and sit there and, you know, play on my iPad a little bit and just unwind. And this is incredible. They reskinned this whole wall, this whole room. And my old cat used to just sit with me. Thanks, Bombs. You're very appreciative of the biddies. And now he doesn't, you know, now he's passed. And I don't have a cat that wants to sit with me. I have Van Gogh, who just spends his time on his own because he's a cat. He's a normal cat. Oh, wow. And I said that to my husband. I'm like, I hate that he's never around. He goes, Karen, you're spoiled. You're used to having a Maine Coon. You're used to having a cat that's social. I'm like, yeah. He's like, most cats aren't like that. Yes, that's what Sherman was. He was able to go and walk on a harness. He went in the backyard. He was very dog-like. If I could find a non-Maine Coon cat that was like that, and that I knew was like that, I would adopt them. But the problem is, it's hard to know. And people lie. People lie about pets all the time. They'll tell you there's nothing wrong with the animal, and you get it, and you find out that they've had a heart problem since they were 2. That's what happened with Sherman. Yeah. Yeah, feral cats are tough. There is a feral Maine Coon for sale right now, but for rescue. But it has to, I live in farmland, so what happens is the farmers will buy them for mousing, and then feed them and take care of them. But then they get to live in a barn, in an enclosed space where they're safe. They can cuddle up with the cows if they want. And they, you know, they're never going to be fully normal after they go feral, you know? So, there we go. I think I've got it all. Neat. Die 51. Stay small. Did I just crash? Why does it say welcome to the chat room again? Oh. Oh. House the Silent Magnifico. Let's go there. Airy. That's a small house. Wow. Yeah, so the when we adopted Grant Sherman, we told that Grant has a mouth sore. um, and that Sherman had a heart problem, but it was under control. Neither of those things were all that there was. Sherman had a 5 out of 6 level of murmur, and he was not medicated. Oh wow, Airy. Oh shit! I just showed off your entry, didn't I? Fuck. You opened it. Damn it. I'm leaving. Sorry. I'll come back after the contest. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I've seen it. You had that mandala with that beautiful, whatchamacallit? Chandelier. Yep. Got it. Okay. Understood. I thought I screwed up your thing and I was really upset with myself. Let's see if anybody actually fixed their shiz. Probably not. Nobody listens to me when I send them a mail. What are you going to do with that lamp? Don't you get rid of that lamp. I'll be very upset with you if you get rid of that lamp. That would be very sad. Look at all these people not fixing their permissions. They make me so sad. Fix your permissions. You got rid of that. How could you do that? You saved the mandala, but you didn't save that amazing... Words. Words have failed me. You crazy. Crazy. What is wrong with you? Oh, my Lord. Wow. It is ginormous, I know. That's part of the good thing about it. I am going to go to this house and I'm going to take my towers back. You missed this again. But it was beautiful. It was absolutely stunning. I'm just in shock that you would take it down. I mean, I would have bought it off of you just like that. Seriously, I would have. I would have just bought it off of you. Had you move it into my house and all. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's sweet. I would have, absolutely. So this is my 100 tower tall house. But I don't think I want to keep all 100 of those out there. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do something backwards. And then we'll drop you off in J Hearts in 5 minutes. So what you're going to do is, if you want to do something backwards, for example, I would do radius, same as target. Then what we're going to do is select the exact type of item we want to select. And it'll be, no, wait. I only need the one of those. I don't need to do the backwards, do I? No, I don't. So we'll do all items, same as target. And then what we'll do is we'll select one, and it's now selected all 100, okay? So then what we'll do is change this to single item. We'll deselect that one, the bottom one, and then we will pull all of the rest of them down and into my inventory. I think that's the only one other than it. So what we'll do is we'll change these items, remove items. So what you do is you select the one that you don't, you select them all, and then you deselect with single the one you don't want to take away. So the top of this house I want to leave here, but I want the other 99 of these towers. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to remove them all, and they're going to be part of my new build, which is my kitty temple. This was fun to do, just because I could say I put 100 of towers right on top of one another, all the way up. This was my my Sheo build. for, what you call it? Come on. Oh, it did take away one of the other parts that I wanted, but whatever. All right, so that's all of them. They're all down. This is the Sheo house. It's got all sorts of crazy going on. Yep. I'm a crazy person with 99 towers. And then you go in here. For those of you who haven't seen this house, this is my Sheo entry. It's got some EHT, but for the most part, it's just craziness. And purple and yellow. And then I started moving items over to my Moonsugar, which is where the temple is going to be. And I've got a couple of started builds there that are not going to end up being part of it, but it's a really easy way to pick up 99 things without screwing it up. And that's the important bit, not screwing it up. Thank you. I like them too. They're crazy. They dance. Dance and plants. I have a video of, I actually had them literally dancing a long time ago. I actually had an army of them dancing. But I took that build down. As you can see, I've just been playing with things. This is a spiral I just built out of stuff. I'm not actually going to use that, but I've started to collect together all the pieces that I think I'm going to need for my cat build. Plus some, because you never know, right? And then what you can do is, if you have EHT installed, and don't go into the editor, just don't go into F5, but right click in your inventory. See, it says place these 99 items. So now it'll just put down 99. You don't have to select where it puts it. It just puts it over your head somewhere. And you don't have to click 99 times to put down your items. So as simple as that. And that's how it works. So if you want EHT just for the utilities, that's the way to go. Because I think a lot of people think that it's just for making FX. It's not. It's also for utilities of not having to click 99 times to put down items. Also, you can right click an item to put it away instead of having to, you know, hit R and then whatever the hell else you have to hit, E, R, whatever. It's a single click. So that's convenient. And where is it putting? Oh yeah, so it's putting them right over my head. So that's fine. Actually, it's putting it over me, so I'm literally inside one of the towers. And that's just great. So I want it to be a very you mean like not say elsewhere meadow? Yeah, you could probably set it to be a period. I'll show you. You might be able to set it to a blank. We'll try it, shall we? Let's test it. So we add home customization, home title, then we go into the home title, and we change it to, let's try setting it to period, so you could have a dot there. Now that's all it is. Hi dudes! And then, or you could put, let's see if we can do an enter, set it as nothing. Nope, you gotta put something. So maybe hey, a space works. You can put a space. Just put a space there and it'll take care of the name. And it won't have a name. So that works. That's how you do it. Just open up the name home customization and then do that. Yeah. And wait, I'm trying to see if Jayheart's starting. Don't want to mess him up. He should be starting any minute, right? Or is he another hour off? I can never remember. But yeah, I'm playing with this with spirals, trying to get get started on the tower idea, but I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do yet. You know what? It's Six's fault. No, Bompson's fault. Not Six's. Bompson's. Because I went to Bompson's Tower of Light for his kitty build. Azabi's Tower of Light, and it was so beautiful. I do want to capture this, though. The sunlight through there. The build should be around that. Alright, he's starting. Alright, I'm going to drop you off, okay? He's starting and he's giving away a torch bug. But he hasn't shown up on Twitch yet. But as soon as he is, there he is. Alright, I'm going to drop you guys off. So don't leave me. Don't leave me. I'll take you there. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. I love you all. Enjoy your housing hike. I will be there shortly. I need to eat. But we're going to raid. We're going to raid over to J-Heart. We're going to start. And let's have fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Where we go?
Oh no, I forgot the name. The Bloodroot Wine color. Oh my gosh, Stabity. Stabity, how is your stream?